The biggest hurricane in the history of the world? Irma gosh! So recently I spent the entire summer at a little camp up in New York, and it was a great time. It was wonderful. It was everything that I could ever dream it was. 10 out of 10, recommend it, do it yourself, blah blah blah, yeah. I came back home and Florida just decided to greet me with this little thing you might have heard of called Irma. Here's how that affected us over here. Oh look, it's a beautiful yard. We cleaned it all up, and then all of a sudden, what? Excuse me? Tree? No, that's not how you're supposed to be. You're doing it wrong. This is actually kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. You can climb on it. This is like such an aesthetic. This is my aesthetic, guys. Except everything's dead. Funny story, so this tree was actually struck by lightning and then fell in the hurricane. So look at this. You see all that burnt wood? Lightning strike. This tree, I don't even know what's going on with his life. Actually, okay, so this is kind of cool. This tree just like bent over, and look at this. It is inches from just slamming through our roof. But for some reason, it was just like, nope, I think I'm just gonna chill here. Thank you, tree, I respect that. Conveniently, the only thing that went underwater is this first step, but that's actually kind of fun, because then I get to run and jump over it. I just stepped in the water. Literally, the water is like at our dock. So it's basically just like a floating platform, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, I'm like, any second, an alligator is just gonna freaking jump out of the water and bite my leg off. Ooh, wonder what that is. So basically, everything's dead, everything's breaking, falling apart. So really nothing's changed. It's all just same as always here in Florida. When I came back to that, it reminded me of a little fact, which is how much I hate Florida. For those of you who don't know, I live in Florida. And I hate it so much with this burning passion. That's a pun. That's a pun. I'm south, it's hot, it's burning. So basically, here's my video. All of the reasons why I hate Florida. Actually, not all of the reasons why I hate Florida, because I don't have the time in the day. I don't have the time in the day, and you don't have the time in the day. That'd be like a movie. So here's just a few reasons as to why I hate it. Starting with the weather. You know, the thing about living down south is that there's no seasons, okay? There are no seasons. Actually, I take that back. There are two seasons. The summer and then the rainy summer. It is so freaking hot over here, okay? Like every single day, it is 80 to 100 and it stays in that range all the time. Like it being hot, that's one thing. Like I can take a few hot days, but the fact that it's so consistent, there's no change here. There's never any change. It's the same weather all the time, and you literally feel like you're losing your mind. You know, with the seasons, when you feel like, oh, fall is coming, and winter is coming, and it's like the stages of your life, and you look back and you're like, oh, I'm so nostalgic of back when the snow fell for the first time on my little baby cheeks, and it was just the best experience. You don't get that here. The only memory you have is, I remember when I burned to death as a child. I'm still burning to death now. Okay, and like, apart from the seasons and the weather and so on and so forth, the land is literally pathetic. And when I say land, I am talking about like the nature, okay? I love nature. Nature is one of my favorite things. When I was a kid and I used to not live in Florida, I lived up north in old Maryland, which is a great place. It's like heaven on earth, I swear. I used to spend all of my time out in the forest, running around, getting sticks, you know, playing with them like swords and stuff. My imagination was on fire. But you come to Florida, okay, there are no trees. There are palm trees. That's all that there is. It's just palm trees all over the freaking place. Palm trees there. Palm trees there. Palm trees there. There is no other type of tree. Palm trees don't count as trees. Like, what the heck? Have you ever seen a palm tree? It looks nothing like a tree. Who decided that that was going to be a tree? It doesn't even have, like, leaves. It has these big branch thingies with, like, little dangly grass. It's like grass growing out of this long, spiky, pointy thing. That's what a palm tree is. It's not a palm tree. It's a palm freaking mutation. And then, like, the trees that we do have always end up dead in the summer. It's just too hot and all the leaves die. And it's just everything's dead. Which you'd expect for fall, but it's not even like fall because the leaves don't turn orange and then fall off the trees. It's like they literally dehydrate, crumble up, and die. Like all of the humans are doing. That's why so many people die in Florida. It's just because we dehydrate, crumble up, and die. So, didn't mean to paint that picture in your head, but now it's there, so, It's just so depressing, because I love nature. I do. I grew up in the beautiful valleys of Maryland with the forests and the trees and the seasons, and it was so great. And then we moved to Florida, and it's like, Mom, why is everything dead? And then, oh my gosh, the weather. It is the most bipolar individual that has ever existed. It's like some days it's just like, oh, it's sunny and it's nice and it's great. Boom, it's raining. Like, I'm not even kidding. Boom, it's raining. It's not like, oh, you can see the clouds and they're coming and then it's raining. You're literally sitting there, it's a blue sky, and then all of a sudden, rain and thunder and lightning, and you're gonna die soon. And when it's not raining, it's just hot. It's just hot all the time. And then, you know, all of a sudden, freaking Hurricane Irma decides to, like, stroll in, like, hey, what are you guys doing over here? What's all the fun about? It's just, it's hot, it's dead, it's just overpopulated, and we have hurricanes. Honestly, with all of these facts that I've given you, you'd think, oh, they'd make it uninhabitable. But no, they just decide to put freaking Disney World here and Universal, which, don't get me wrong, those are the only good things about Florida. But any other part of Florida that you go to is just straight misery. In my experience, I've found that I'm usually like the only one who shares this opinion with myself because nobody else does. But, you know, if you have an opinion about Florida, if you like it, that's great. That's great. Tell me about it in the comments. Maybe I'm just blind. I don't think I'm blind. I actually think that you're blind, but, you know, agree to disagree. Am I right? Do you like Florida? Why do you like Florida? Do you hate Florida? Why do you hate Florida? Let me know. Let's talk about this, guys. How do I end these again? If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. Wait, okay, I'm picturing like the screen right now. It's all backwards, so that would, there. Please press that like button, which is probably going to be relocated with the next update on YouTube, which is probably like in a week because they freaking update it all the time. And subscribe. I don't, maybe there's a button on the screen. I don't know, maybe I have an end card. I don't know. I honestly don't know what I'm doing. You probably shouldn't subscribe because I'm a mess. You do what you do. Like if you want to. Subscribe if you want to. If you don't, freaking go watch a video about funny cats. That's all that I do, and it's great. Cats are great. I don't have a cat, but when I get a cat, I promise, I'm gonna film that cat. But I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope that you're all safe from Irma. I hope that nobody got hurt. Have a great life, guys. I'll see ya when I see ya.